I call the honourable member, Andrew Williams.
Thank you, Mr Chair. I'll take a call on Part 3 of the EEZ bill. Just to perhaps make a few points of clarification and thank the former member, prior Speaker Reno Turakatni for his comments. But I just wanted to raise a few issues in regards to some of the comments that he did make. When this came to the Local Government and Environment Committee, there were some concerns that possibly there was no recourse to the Environment Court, and that was a question. I was one of the ones who questioned it. But we were assured by the officials and by the council that was in attendance that the actual Environmental Protection Agency itself had Environment Court judges who were now with the Environmental Protection Agency and were in effect fulfilling the role within the Environmental Protection Agency of providing that aspect. So in other words, instead of having to go off to the Environment Court, the Environment Protection Agency itself had learned judges within its own body that would be considering the applications for projects and consents within the EZ. And that gave me a lot of, I was very pleased to hear that basically this agency was not just reliant on perhaps officials to do the work, but it did have High Court judges involved with the actual agency itself, which took away much of the concern in relation to not having that appeal to the Environment Court. But where we still also heard that there were, of course, opportunities for appeals on points of law to both the High Court and the Court of Appeal. In relation to the fines, and again, we did lobby to get the fines increased, and we were very pleased that it did go to $10 million from what was $600,000, so a very hefty and sizable increase. I do believe, and New Zealand First would have difficulties with some of the other incremental fines going up to the order of $100,000 per day, because those sorts of figures on a daily basis become incredibly difficult to manage. In that some of the breaches could be relatively minor, or could actually have of little consequence, but need the parties to take action. And on the basis of $100,000 per day, where there might be simply some technical matters that need to be remedied, that would be a very, very onerous figure to impose on any organisation that was trying to bring themselves into line with their particular consent. But having said that, at the end of the day, were that organisation to continue and to continue to breach the basis of their consents and were incurring $10,000 a day and continued to do so for a period of time to the point where they were not actually sorting the problem out, or where they were unable to or unwilling to solve the issue, then there is that final situation where they can be taken to court and fined up to $10 million. And so that would be the ultimate penalty to do that. But in the meantime, it certainly would make it very, very difficult for many organisations to operate in New Zealand and to undertake development exercises and to undertake important economic development within our EEZ zone if they were going to be subject to possibly $100,000 fines on a daily basis. So, Mr Chairman, I'll just repeat the comments that we made. It is most important, and we do support Part 3 of this bill and the rest of the bill in its total for the EZ, that we do require economic development in this country. This is a huge potential resource. I give one example which quite staggered me at the Select Committee, where it was referred that the Chatham Rise had one of the largest deposits of phosphate in the world, and that currently New Zealand imports very, very large volumes of phosphate from Morocco and Algeria, and we are very dependent on sources of phosphate for our agricultural sector from countries which aren't always necessarily that stable, and where we could, as an agricultural nation, find ourselves in great difficulty if our sources of phosphate came a bit unstuck. And where the Chatham Rise and where what is proposed on the Chatham Rise represents something like Mr. Chair.
I call the honourable member Andrew Williams.
And where what is projected for the Chatham Rise would have an impact in the order of something like 1% of the total area of the Chatham Rise to secure phosphate in the future from there for the New Zealand agricultural sector, which would make us 100% self-sufficient in this country for our agricultural needs. You can imagine, Mr. Chairman, what impact that would have on our economy, where this country, which is so dependent on agriculture, could be basically self-sufficient for phosphate for the next 100 years, 200 years, 300 years or more. And yes, Mr. Foss, you're a very, very good phosphate, but your fate will. Your fate might be quite different in the future, Mr. Foss. But anyway, back to the phosphate on the Chatham Rise. So that was one small example that came to the Select Committee of the importance of the EZ to New Zealand and the potential impact it would have on this economy if it's managed well, if it's done in a sustainable manner, if the likes of extraction of that phosphate from the Chatham Rise is done in a sustainably, environmentally friendly manner that will assist the New Zealand economy and not have any great impact on the Chathams. So, Mr. Chairman, I just take this call on behalf of New Zealand First to say we will not be supporting the SOPs that are suggested, and we feel that in this instance the government, we would support the government through the bill.
The question is, it's part 3 stand part, but before I do that, there are a number of amendments which require the member's attention. The first one is in the name of the Honourable Member Charles Chevelle. It's an amendments to clause 103 set out on SOP number 95. All those in favour, please say aye. The contrary, no. Party vote called for? Party vote's been called for. The clerk will please conduct a party vote. Thank you.
New Zealand National.
59 votes opposed.
New Zealand Labour.
34 in favour.
Green Party.
11 in favour.
New Zealand First.
8 votes opposed.
Māori Party.
3 votes opposed.
Mana.
1 in favour.
ACT New Zealand.
1 vote opposed.
United Future.
1 vote opposed.
Honourable members, the ayes are 46, the noes are 72. The amendment is not agreed to. The next amendment that we need to turn our attention to is that in the name of the Honourable Member Gareth Hughes. It's an amendment to clause 125 and it's set out on SOP 102. All those in favour, please say aye. To the contrary, no. The noes have it. Party vote has been called for. Clerk will please conduct a party vote. Thank you.
New Zealand National.
59 votes opposed.
New Zealand Labour.
34 in favour.
Green Party.
11 in favour.
New Zealand First.
8 opposed.
Māori Party.
3 votes opposed.
Mana.
1 in favour.
ACT New Zealand.
1 vote opposed.
United Future.
1 vote opposed.
Honourable members, the ayes are 46, the noes are 72. The SOP is not agreed to. The next one is in the name of the Honourable Member Moana Maki, and it's an amendment to clause 125, and members will find it set out on SOP number 103. All those in favour, please say aye. To the contrary, no. Noes have it? Party votes called for. Clerk, please conduct a party vote. Thank you.
New Zealand National.
59 votes opposed.
New Zealand Labour.
34 in favour.
Green Party.
11 in favour.
New Zealand First.
8 votes opposed.
Māori Party.
3 votes opposed.
Mana.
1 in favour.
ACT New Zealand.
1 vote opposed.
United Future.
1 vote opposed.
Honourable members, the ayes are 46, the noes are 72. The SOP is not agreed to. The question now is that the Minister's amendment set out on SOP 100 be agreed to. All those in favour, please say aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. Noes have it. Party vote called for. Please conduct a party vote. Thank you.
New Zealand National.
59 votes in favour.
New Zealand Labour.
34 votes in favour.
Green Party.
11 votes in favour.
New Zealand First.
8 votes in favour.
Māori Party.
3 votes in favour.
Mana.
1 opposed.
ACT New Zealand.
1 vote in favour.
United Future.
1 vote in favour.
Honourable members, the ayes are 117, the noes are 1. The Minister's amendments are therefore agreed to. The question now is that Part 3 as amended stand part. All those in favour please say aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. Party vote has been called for. The clerk will please conduct a party vote. Thank you.
New Zealand National.
59 votes in favour.
New Zealand Labour.
34 votes in favour.
Green Party.
11 votes opposed.
Would the member mind repeating that, please?
11 opposed.
Thank you.
New Zealand First.
8 votes in favour.
Māori Party.
3 votes in favour.
Mana.
1 opposed.
ACT New Zealand.
1 vote in favour.
United Future.
1 vote in favour.
Honourable members, the ayes are 106, the noes are 12. Part 3 as amended will stand par. Now, honourable members, we need to focus our minds on Part 4.